bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame of mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how...
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, but definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They run on second down with Adams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A carry for Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 6-0 our score after one. On first down, this is Adams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Adams here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so,
touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense in this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Pushing his way through. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Jones throwing for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Mahomes now on first down. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Barkley, a first down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start on the ground with Adams. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Hey, 43, 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Penny. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly. And that time he just reared back and let it fly. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, here's Adams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Flush to his right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal of 40 yards.
Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley and give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd down and 8. A quick throw now complete to Ross. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. A quick slant to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. On to give, it's Adams. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll run again with Adams. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Now Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And Barkley did not get there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes. He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, it's Adams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mahomes will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Strip the ball. Hey, 15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. Escapes. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47.
Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 38-yard line.
That's track. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run. Watch the run. 15.
Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Out to his left. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this one is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jones, a quick throw out wide for Galladay. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect him to attack on it.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.